How's it going, everyone? My name is JT, the Talking Head. You are the audience, and you are listening to episode... Was that? Hello? Oh my god!
Turn that bluesy shit off, boy. You're making everyone depressed. Oh, yeah, that's better. Is this thing on? Hey, this is Lobo the Cutter here taking over hosting duties for the Masters of Matinee all October long.
Hey, you can't just...
Shut up before I make you a little less talkative and a lot more just head. Anyways, where was I? Oh, yeah. My name is Lobo the Cutter, and I'm taking over this lame-ass radio show for the rest of the month. Today, we got a far-out guest. He's a groovy documentary filmmaker from Nashville, Tennessee. He made this sweet movie about an actual, real haunted house.
Actually, the documentary is about a haunted house attraction in Killen, Alabama. It's called Arx Mortis.
You mean to tell me you got a filmmaker on to talk about a haunted house and you couldn't at least get the real thing? I thought we was gonna chat with Zach Baggins or something.
Sorry.
Whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we are talking with documentarian Stephen Lackey on this week's Masters of Matinee, Theater of Terror. What the fuck kind of name is that?
Please, Zed came up with it, I swear. Take it up with Zed.
Zed? Didn't you hear? I can't take nothing up with Zed. Zed's dead, baby. Zed's dead. Oh, and remember to silence your cell phones, you dog dicks. All right. I gotta admit it. That was a pretty good interview, and Steven is actually a pretty cool cat. How the hell am I supposed to end these things?
You've got to thank the audience for listening.
Right. Thanks for listening, Fush Sacks. How was that?
Well,
what, you tubby meat bag?
nothing. I just...
Just what?
It's just that you could be a bit nicer about it. I mean, they did take time out of their day to listen to the show.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks for taking time out of your boring ass good-for-nothing doldrum lives to listen to the show.
And, you gotta promote Steven and the other masters' social medias.
Oh, hell, you do it.
Thank you to documentary filmmaker Stephen Lackey for coming on the show and having this awesome conversation with me. Us. You can find him on TikTok and YouTube at OTS Movies, and don't forget to follow the other masters on their socials and their Letterboxd, and follow me on TikTok and YouTube at JT the Talking Head.
What about me? You gonna promote my TikTok?
You have a TikTok?
What's that? Forget it. Never mind. Continue, Peckerwood.
Don't forget to check out Masters of Matinee every Blues Day Tuesday on your favorite podcast platforms, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. Hope you enjoyed the show. Hopefully I'll see you next week.
Hey.
Yeah?
What the hell is a podcast?
Sad.
Here lies dearly departed Zed. He ate some paint chips full of lead. When JT found out, he cried and he shouted,
Oh my god, I can't believe that my best friend Zed is dead.
The hell you so torn up for? I thought you two idiots hated each other.
Well, he did have an abnormal amount of nose hairs. but he was my best friend. I even got him a new nose hair trimmer for Christmas.
Well, shit, if you're that torn up about it, I know how to bring him back.
You do?
Sure. I just need 2 bolts, a buttload of electricity, and 5 copies of Jurassic Park on DVD.
Jurassic? You know what? It doesn't matter. If you can bring it back, then do it.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Zed? Zed, buddy! Zed, you're back! What are you trying to say, buddy? It's okay. Zed, it's okay. Ro? Ro? Ro what? Zed, come on.
Roland Emmerich's 1998 American masterpiece Godzilla, starring Matthew Broderick.
How's it going, you cool cats and kittens? I'm Lobo the Cutter, and this is the Masters of Matinee, Theater of Terror. God, I still hate that stupid name. Almost makes me want to kill Zed again. Silence your cell phones, assholes. All right. Let me try this again. Hey, thanks for wasting your time by listening to Masters of Crapinay. If you enjoyed this episode, and I don't know why you would, go follow all the Crapsters on their MySpace accounts. Follow them or I'll follow you. Through the woods. With a meat cleaver. Head boy, you want to say anything?
Thank you. Thank you for bringing my friend back. Even if he's a zombie.
Jesus H. Mother Mary Christ, if he got that worked up by Zed being killed, imagine how he's gonna react when he finds out I turned that stoner guy Drew into a gremlin. Eesh. See you next week, you dill holes.
Mike, chickadee, check. What's up? Hello?
Huh? Oh, there's nothing in the trunk. There's nothing in the trunk. Don't look in the trunk.
That was interesting. Oh, man. I cannot wait to kick back with Drew and Dustin and talk about some movies that scared us as kids. Have you met Drew yet, Lobo? I think you'd really like him.
Yeah, about that.
Wait. What did you do?
Well, it was about 3 days ago. Your pal Drewski was showing me some of the healing properties of the ganja plant. God damn, so that's why they call you Drooby Dooby Movie. Holy shit, man, I'm starving. Ugh, I'm gonna raid the fridge for some snacks. Oh shit, my bad, man, my bad. Damn, I got the bong water all over you. Drew, you feeling all right? Holy shit. Far out, man.
So, you turned Drew into a gremlin.
More or less.
Damn it, Lobo. Now who's going to replace him for the show? You know, you are 0 for 2 with the Masters of Matinee. What's next,
Well,
what?
you know why you have a new full-fledged member coming to Masters of Matinee next Blues Day Tuesday?
I mean, spoiler alert, but yeah. What about it?
Well, they sorta suck now.
They suck.
Blood. They suck blood.
They suck. I just, you know what? That's a conversation for next week.
Ladies and germs, welcome to this week's episode of Masters of Matinee, Theater of Terror. We're joined by Drew and Nerdy Dustin for a chat about movies that freaked you out as a kid. This is where I'd normally say something mean and snarky, but I liked this episode. I think I might be coming around to these guys.
Well, coming from someone who's been holding me hostage for 3 weeks, that means a lot. Thanks, Lobo.
Don't get too gushy on me, man, tits, or I'll bite your eyeballs out. Silence your cell phones and, oh hell, enjoy the show. Hey, floating head.
It's talking head. You know what? It doesn't matter.
Whatever. It's time for you to do the outro.
Oh no. You're the one that burst in here demanding to take over the airwaves. You've got to do it. Besides, you're getting better at it.
Well, okay. Let me try. Thank you for watching this week's episode of Masters of Matinee.
Go on.
If you enjoyed it, then like, comment, and subscribe. Or die. I don't really care which.
Lobo.
Sorry. If you want to follow our guest, Nerdy Dustin, he can be found at Movies with Nerdy Dustin on his TikTok. What is your obsession with breath mints? Is that a sponsor or something?
No, not a sponsor, but you could use one.
Yeah. And follow Drew and the other masters too.
And where can they get the information to follow us?
In the link in the description. Hey, I am getting pretty good at this. Stay tuned for next week's episode where we're going to have a really interesting interview with the brothers behind one of the wildest, most demented shot-on-video horror flicks ever made. Oh, and we're also going to reveal a new master. Anything you wanted to say, Floating Head?
Just, I've been trapped here with this lunatic for 3 weeks. Please, someone send help. Call the cops. I don't know, dude.
I'll see you next week.
Wait, just you?
Maybe.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, newest host of Masters of Matinee, Judas Cinema Closet.
Hey, decapitated head, the hell you doing?
I'm trying to go over my lines for the intro of the new episode of Mom. Having some trouble finding a cool way to introduce Judas into the fold.
Well, shit, why don't you just let him introduce himself?
What do you mean? He's not here.
Good evening.
Judas? What happened to you?
Whatever do you mean?
I think I can explain this.
Please do.
Well, I was checking out this wild as fuck satanic panic black metal band called the Infected Infants, and this guy was riffing on the 6th string like a madman, and so, yeah, that's why he looks like that.
I'm not talking about the black leather and corpse paint, Lobo. I'm talking about the fucking fangs.
Ah, yes. Well, you see, I was staking out a flock of batty groupies that were just hanging around, and before you know it...
Guys and ghouls, welcome to this week's episode of Masters of Matinee Theater of Terror. This week, the newest master of matinee, Judas Cinema Closet, joins the show to discuss the most demented and fucked up shot-on-video horror film you've ever seen with its creators Bob and Derek, the Ferrera brothers. Buckle up your butt cheeks, because today we're talking about the Carnage Collection.
Wait a minute, aren't you forgetting something?
Oh yeah, silence your cell phones.
All right, you guys. I'm gonna go take a shower. After watching the Carnage Collection, I feel dirty. Wimp, what did you call me?
I believe he called you a vimp.
Yeah, what the vamp said.
You know what? Judas, since you're the new guy here, you want to take a shot at doing the outro?
I will give it my best shot. My children of the night, thank you for joining us in this thrilling discussion with Bob and Derek on this week's episode of Masters of Matinee, Theater of Terror. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to follow the show on all your favorite platforms. And go ahead and follow Bob and Derek on their TikToks at PS Film Bob and Horror Film Kid 48. We can't wait for you to join us next week on All Hallows Eve for the terrifying conclusion and season finale of Masters of Matinee, Theater of Terror. Blues Day Tuesday at noon. Same bat time, same bat channel.
It was All Hallows Eve, and all through the streets, the ghouls were partying, and the zombies were looking for a feast.
Trick or treat.
Smell my feet.
Weed. Well, if it ain't the Masters of Crapanee. Nice costumes. They're very inspired.
Hey kids, I'm back from the store and I got more candy.
Teo? Dude, where have you been?
I told you, I went to the store to get more candy. Candy, yeah, guys. I went to get more candy for the trick-or-treaters.
And where is the candy?
Candy? Oh, right, yeah. It's right here. Give me a second.
Man, all you brought back was a carton of milk, half drank, by the way, and a pack of smokes.
Yeah, I'm so sorry about that. Anyways, hey, can I borrow like $50? I mean, I'm totally good for it. I just kind of owe some money to someone.
Moon.
What's that, Zed?
Moon.
Yes, we get it. A very bright and very full moon.
Oh, wait. Did you guys say that it is a full moon tonight? Uh-oh. Guys, I don't... Please, just...
Get away from me.
I can't control
myself.
Teo, holy shit, man. What in the Lon Chaney Jr. happened to you?
Kitty.
Zed, don't touch him, man.
Kitty.
Witches and warlocks, grab your seat and silence your cell phones, because it's time for the Masters of Matinee, Theater of Terror, Halloween season finale spooktacular. Let's get this show on the road by flipping to the game show channel, where 3 teams of film talk content creators are going to take on each other in a head-to-head horror movie trivia contest. That's fucking lame. Whose idea was that? I bet it was Zed's. That oaf is always coming up with some stupid shit. Anyways, let's meet the contestants. Cinema Chris, Droobies Doobies Movies, Horror Film Kid 48, Judas Cinema Closet, Onyx Movie Groovy Madness, and Zedzilla Movies. And of course, your host that should be a fucking ghost, JT the Talking Head. Well, that was a surprisingly fun game. Congrats to the winners, Monique and the notorious HFK. Don't forget to follow everyone who participated in the game on their TikToks. Links in the description. And hey, where do you think you're going? Move that thumb away from the close button before I cut it off. We're not done here yet, you meat sacks. We still got a wild horror film draft that you're going to want to stick around for. It's sort of like fantasy football, but for movie nerds. Hey, that's actually kind of a pretty cool idea. I bet Drew came up with that one. That little guy is the best. All right, let's hit it. Well, you lame-ass Howard Stern wannabes, was your Halloween as magical as you'd hoped it would be?
You know what, Lobo? Surprisingly, it was. But I still have a problem.
And what's that, fuckstick?
You.
Oh, hell. Well, you know, I'm just here to help. Y'all wouldn't have learned all these important lessons without me.
How do you mean?
Well, for instance, Judas. Judas, you discovered that fucking around with vamp babes is probably a bad idea. Or a good one if you're into that. No judgment. And Zed, you discovered that even long after rigor mortis kicks in, it's the power of Roland Emmerich's 1998 American masterpiece, Godzilla, that will guide your undead will and instincts. And Drew, well, I'd say that Drew already has a pretty good grasp on the important things in life. He's just happy to be along for the ride. And finally, Teo. Yeah, I'm not touching that one.
Kitty.
And what about me? What have I learned? Other than the fact that you think our show is dumb? God, when will this nightmare end? I just want it to be over already.
Well, obviously you learned to halfway somewhat stop being such a little bitch. And shit, if you want it to be over, I can get you home.
Really? How?
All you gotta do is clap your butt cheeks together 3 times and say, I'm a shitty podcast host.
What the fuck?
Hey, man, I don't make the rules, I just work here.
Fuck. I'm a shitty podcast host. I'm a shitty podcast host. I'm a shitty podcast host.
Hey, JT, you good, man? Were we gonna record this episode or what?
I had the weirdest dream. I was trick-or-treating. And Teo, you were there. And you, Drew. And you too, Judas. And even you, Zed, but Zed was dead.
Oh, well, that is pretty plausible.
Yeah, and I was fucking sad about it and missed you for some reason.
What? Well, now you're just writing fiction.
Well, whatever happened, I'm just glad it's over with. Come on, guys. Let's go record the best Halloween special our 15 fans have ever heard.
Sit your ass down, fuckhead. I've still got an outro to do. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
Actually, Lobo, I'm gonna do it this time. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you from the bottom of our hearts for all the love and support you've given myself and the other Masters over these last 21 episodes of our little show. The Masters would like to extend a super special thank you to some of our greatest compadres who you heard from in the first segment of this show. Cinema Chris, Horror Film Kid 48, and Monique's Movie Madness. These 3 have been listening and supporting since the beginning, and our gratitude to them knows no bound. Please go follow their TikToks because they make amazing movie content that you should not be missing. Finally, a personal note of thanks from myself to my other co-hosts of Masters of Matinee, whom without this incredible first season run would not have been possible. It really is incredible what like-minded individuals can create when they collaborate together. To Drew for being my biggest aspiration when I need to remember that it's not that serious, just have fun and talk about movies. To Judas for being a longtime supporter turned host and providing all the sick music that we've heard during the Theater of Terror episodes. To Teo for being a tight collaborator and creative brainstormer. And finally, to Zed. We give each other a lot of shit. And I assure you that won't stop. But I will unabashedly show appreciation to you for all the killer work you've done on this show. From brainstorming to creating every piece of art our viewers see, thank you. Even though I found Scooby-Doo Cyber Chase first and I'm still the superior Wonder Twin. Ladies and gents, we are going on season hiatus for a short while to regroup and implement some awesome changes to the show. We sincerely hope you've enjoyed listening to us rant and rave about movies and hope you'll join us for the launch of season 2 in the near future. Yes, Lobo, you may say something.
Happy Halloween, you dog dicks. I'll see you next year.
Oh, brother.